From everyone at Laelaps, we'd like to thank you for selecting Laelaps as your partner in the field for Simply Stellar tracking. In this video, we are going to show you how to do a firmware upgrade with the latest revision of the iOS app. To start out, launch the main menu by pressing the menu button, which is the 3 bars located next to the Laelaps logo at the top of the screen. Then select the first collar in your menu and scroll to the bottom and delete the collar. If you have more than one collar, please do that for each collar until you have deleted all collars from the list. This should be the only time you'll ever have to do that, as there was a significant change in our firmware. At this point, we can go ahead and select on the gateway name. We'll notice that this one is currently running at firmware revision 02.21 as shown to the right of the name of the gateway. Hit the back arrow to go back to the main menu. Now that you have all of your collars deleted, tap on the chain link icon in the top right corner and disconnect from your gateway. You will notice under the Laelaps logo, it now says Connect to a Gateway. At the bottom of the screen, tap on the Settings button and then Update Device Firmware. You should see your gateway appear at this point. Go ahead and select your gateway from the menu. It'll take a second to connect, and then select the word DFU-TARG at the top of the screen, and then at the bottom of the screen in the right corner, tap on the green Connect button. This will initiate the firmware upgrade process. If you look at your gateway at this point, you will notice that you have a solid green LED under the chain icon and a solid red LED under the wrench icon. This means that the unit is in DFU-TARG mode. At this point, your gateway should have restarted as it has had its firmware updated. We now need to update the collars. So go ahead and again tap on the Settings button at the bottom of the screen. Tap on Update Device Firmware. Do not select the gateway, but select the collar. If your collar is not on or showing up in the menu, simply tap once on the power button and it'll show up. Go ahead and select the collar. You will notice that it too should have a solid green and solid red LED, just like the gateway did. Tap on the DFU-TARG at the top of the screen and select Connect again in green at the bottom right. This will start the firmware upgrade on your collar. You'll need to do this for each collar that you have, as the gateway and all of the collars in your system need to have the same level of firmware loaded on them. For this example, we're actually going to go ahead and do a second collar. So I've turned that collar on and I'm going to select it from the list here. And we'll start its upgrade. Again, selecting the DFU-TARG in the top left side and then Connect on the bottom right. If you have more than 2 collars, just go ahead and repeat the same process for each collar. It may help to turn off the collar and the gateway after you've updated the firmware and the collar has restarted and is flashing fast green again. At this point, we need to go ahead and reconnect to the gateway. We're going to tap the link icon in the top right corner and select the gateway. If your gateway does not show up, simply tap on the button and make sure that it has a fast flashing green icon underneath the chain link. At this point, you'll see the name of your gateway, or it may just say gateway if you haven't renamed it, at the top of the menu. Then tap on the Add Collar button and hit the power button quickly on the first collar that you have and select that collar from the list. This will add the collar back into your database. If you had renamed the collar, it should show up with the old name, so there should be no need to rename your collar. And then add each additional collar. You may have to scroll down. Once you've added all your collars back, then we can go in and verify that we have properly upgraded the firmware by first selecting on the gateway name and checking the number next to the FW with a colon at the top. This one is at 02.27. That is the new firmware. We'll check collar number 1, and it also has 02.27. And collar number 2, it also has 02.27. So we have successfully upgraded the gateway and both collars to the latest firmware. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support and look forward to supporting you wherever life's adventures take you.